everyone. Today we are going to talk about a topic which compares and contrasts living at home and living in a dorm. So let me introduce and describe you what a home and dorm are. A home is the place where people live permanently, especially as a member of family or household. But a dorm is the building divided up into many rooms where university or school students often live with a roommate or two. Anyway, we are going to start with comparing and contrasting respectively. There are three similarities between living at home and living in the dorm. Let's go and watch.
The first similarity between living at home and living in the dorm is facilities. Facilities can be described in many aspects, such as convenience store like 7-Elevens, Family Mart, Lawson, and so on. All kinds of furniture as well as internet connection are facilities too. Whether you live in a dorm or home, everything I mentioned before are around you. For instance, both the home and dorm have convenience stores near them, and they both have beds, closet, chairs, desks, aircons, oven, iron, shower, washing machine, and internet connections. From all reasons I've said, living in the dorm and living at home are the same in terms of facilities.
The second way in which living at home and living in a dorm are similar is the safety. If you live in the house in the village, there will be guards who inspect the people visiting the village and protect the household from the criminals and burglars. Similarly, there are guards at the dorm's entrance door or in front of the dorm with their duties similar to the village guard. But if there are major natural disasters such as asteroid, volcano, flood, or earthquake, both will get almost the same amount of damage. So both of their safety are the same.
And the last similarity between living at home and living in a dorm is the responsibility for doing chores. At least you have to tidy up your own bedrooms, clean up your family rooms if they ask for help, take care of your pets if you have one, or even do laundry, unless you have a housemaid at home. Similarly, if you live in a dorm, you will have the same duty as you are at home, such as sweeper, gardener, dishwasher, etc. But you just have to make a careful plan and organize your cleaning day for balancing your schedule.
To sum up living at home and living in a dorm, are similar in terms of their facilities, safety, and responsibility for doing chores. And then we are going to contrast living at home and living in a dorm. There are three main differences between living at home and living in a dorm. Let's see how different they are.
Well, the first difference between living at home and living in a dorm is in the freedom. All of us notice that living by ourselves in dorm absolutely gives us more independence. You can do whatever you like. No one will scold you by daily routines as your mom did. It is a kind of taste of an adult life under the dormitory rules. However, being far away from parents liberally can cause negative effects. Many people who cannot manage themselves properly might get many consequences in various aspects, such as in poor academic performance, getting bad hygiene habits, having financial problems, and other insoluble problems. Therefore, freedom is a good thing, but too much is not.
The second way in which living in a dorm and living in a house are different is the warmth of the family. It is certainly true that living in a dorm reduces the intimacy with the family. Plenty of people who live in a dorm were homesick. Even they have roommates to share and get some advice, but this can replace the feeling of living at home. On the other hand, living at home will give us no chance to step out of the comfort zone. You will have hardly any experience on managing your own to survive in real life.
Expenses is the last difference. Wherever you live, you need money to live your life. Money is one of the important factors that makes someone, including me, doesn't want to stay in a dorm. For example, I spend approximately 2,000 baht a month on traveling by BTS. But if I stay in a dorm, that would cost me up to 6,000 baht a month. Another good example is the money used in consumption. People who live in dorm usually spend most of their earnings on consumptions. To be more specific, they eat expensive food in restaurants for first 2 weeks, and then they eat instant noodles for the rest of the month. In contrast, people who live at their home spend no money on consumption. Why? Because their parents cook for them.
To sum up, living at home and living in the dorm are different in terms of their freedom, the warmth of family, and expenses. In conclusion, either you live at home or live in a dorm has three differences and also similarities. So we cannot ensure that living at home is better than living in a dorm, or living in a dorm is better than living at home. And what do you think?